So, a House bill to revise the positions appointed by the Speaker of the House. Whereas positions appointed to serve the House of Student Representatives by the Speaker have been largely neglected over recent years, leading especially to the neglect of the SGA website, and whereas the responsibilities listed in the Student Body Code have been neglected to the point where they are no longer considered common practice, and whereas many of the responsibilities listed have been transferred to other positions within the Student Government Association, and whereas less appointed positions could accommodate their responsibilities while allowing for better communications between the Speaker and the appointees, therefore, let it be enacted by the House of Student Representatives at Texas Christian University. SBC Title II, Section 301 reads, the Speaker of the House shall appoint the following positions from the student body: a parliamentarian to interpret the Constitution, Student Body Code, and other governing documents of the Student Government Association during the general meetings of the House and the Executive Board, an administrative assistant to assist the Speaker and the Executive Board in any assigned duties, record the minutes of each House meeting, give the finalized minutes to the Speaker, and perform the duties listed in 3 SBC Section 604. A chaplain to open official meetings of House with an invocation and promote member retention and House cohesiveness. All other responsibilities not listed above may be given to the Speaker, and the Speaker may distribute those remaining responsibilities among the House officers. And SBC Title III, Section 604, subsection A reads, the administrative assistant shall have the following powers and duties. Okay. Well, for those of you who don't know, I am Blake Tilley, and I'm here to persuade you to pass this bill. A few weeks ago, I was sitting at lunch talking to just some friends of mine. Some are in SGA, some aren't. And we were just talking about different things. And someone said, you know, why is SGA featured so much in the skiff? It's not like they do anything. Yeah, like that. I like that face. You know, we do stuff. I think everyone in here knows that we do stuff, but some students within the student body may not necessarily know what we do. And I believe it's up to us as an organization to, reach out, whether it's through the website or whatever means, and tell them what we do. And in an organization in which other people are represented, transparency is important. This transparency is not just open communication, but also clearly defined and relevant roles. SGA can improve upon its transparency, and it starts with this bill. This bill cuts down on the number of positions appointed by the Speaker of the House from 5 to 3. It will cut out the historian and communications coordinator. It will allow for clearer communication between these positions. Obviously, if you have less people, there's less people to communicate between. And it clearly defines the roles. For instance, my role before this legislation was defined just as whatever the Speaker and Executive Board tell you to do. So when I came in, I really had no idea what I was doing. Now, we have this problem of lack of communication, and I think this bill solves it. Fixing the structure of this organization, these appointed positions, will help hold each of these officers accountable. Whether it's holding the administrative assistant responsible with the website, the parliamentarian with his job of upholding parliamentary procedure, or the chaplain with promoting, House retention, member cohesiveness. Yes. I think it would allow all of these positions to be held better accountable, and organizations just work better when everyone knows what they're supposed to be doing and it's explicitly stated. And I think this bill also cuts out some of the unnecessary items that's listed under there, like I think the historian was supposed to create a scrapbook. And obviously, that's not necessary in the SBC. If the historian wanted to do that, sure, go for it, but I don't think it was necessary. So, thinking back to that lunch, we do stuff. We just need to let people know, and it starts with this. It starts with clearly defining our roles within this organization and holding people accountable. And I think this bill is the solution to that. So,
thanks, Mike. What do you know to do a committee report?
This was a sound piece of legislation that makes tangible change to the SBC that is needed to happen for a long time.
Awesome, thanks. Yeah, will I move into question and answer? That's fine.
Who is the current historian/communication director?
we have none.
That would make sense then.
because, well, they're sort of unnecessary because the people that we have can do those jobs. Like the speaker, I know between Luke and Josh's marketing team, the communication coordinator is all of his responsibilities are taken care of. The historian, this is sort of another reason for doing that. The historian is supposed to maintain the website, and we don't have a historian, but we don't need one because the administrative assistant already has the minutes, the bills, everything. He would just have to literally throw them online on whichever website, the SGA website, Facebook group, whatever we decide to do. Any more questions?
Hi there. Reed Waller, class 2016. Quick question, who's your teacher for business speech?
Alma Martinez Eggers.
I have business speech too.
Yeah.
It's a great piece of legislation. Funded that.
All right, any more? Yes.
Understanding that a lot of the roles that you have taken out and just done away with, that the marketing communication team has basically assumed that, and I think that those are great things. You mentioned that you see this as the way to move forward with a more transparent government. Do you see this as the solution, or do you see this as the first step in a much longer process?
Definitely the first step.
Okay.
I know Lauren was in her campaign talking about getting the website, maybe a database, something like that, making it more transparent. I think the marketing team has already started, getting the word out there. I think this is definitely the first step, though. This isn't the overall solution.
Do we have a current scrapbook in the works?
We can defer.
Yeah, the marketing communications team will be putting up a top 12 days of Christmas SGA accomplishments out on social media.
Yes.
So we'll be doing that, and so
Digital scrapbook.
that is kind of taking the place of the historian's scrapbook, but it's going to reach a much wider audience.
Will this be on our Facebook timeline?
Yes.
Any other questions, please? Questions on the floor?